What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze, and we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hope he's having a very good day today. So today, we're gonna go ahead and take a look here at the EZA for Trunks, look at the breakdown and what we can do here as far as a team build in order to beat the event. Now, I do want to state this. I say this in every single video when it comes to EZAs. Now, even if you don't have the character, you still want to go ahead and do this event. And one of the reasons why is because it is going to give you here free Dragon Stones up to actually 34, because when we go down to the middle, or to the bottom, sorry, there is going to be here 4 Dragon Stones we can get from the missions plus the 30 stages, so we do get here 30 plus Dragon Stones. Now, the weakness for this character is going to be Time Travelers. Now, normally when you are doing here a EZA event, when it comes to the Dokkan Fest characters, you actually want to go ahead and bring extreme class characters, and also don't bring characters that are going to be here type disadvantage, just because you could bring them. It's just that it would take the event much more longer to complete, just because Trunks is going to have your damage reduction against those characters. So as far as taking damage and trying to beat the event very quickly, my suggestion is not to bring characters who are going to be disadvantaged. So today we'll be looking here at basically the top 5 teams, in my opinion, that you should bring against this Trunks in order to beat the event. So we have different levels depending on your account that you have here. So we're going to go ahead and switch the windows right here. So let's actually go ahead and hide away you. So as far as the first team, I am going to go here. We're starting off with a 200% leader skill. Now, if you are someone that was actually able to pull the new Zamasu, then this is a team that you want to bring here. So Trunks is going to be here a tech unit. Now, this Zamasu, or Fusion Zamasu, I should say, sorry, is actually going to be one of the best leaders to actually beat this event here, just because, number one, in his passive, he has a 50% chance to crit, so it doesn't matter if he's type disadvantage. But more importantly, his leader skill, right? His leader skill is actually really busted, just because it's very versatile. Now, if you're actually part of Realm of Gods, Worldwide Chaos, or Fused Fighters, you actually get a 170 across the board. And if you're part of the Time Travelers or Final Trump card, you also get an extra 30%. Now, if you're not part of those categories, basically Extreme Class Allies get your attack and defense and HP 150, and then Ki +3, which is also really good here. So, as far as the team building goes, this is the characters we are bringing, as you guys can see. One important note is that in this event here for EZAs, you cannot use the same name update. So, basically, certain characters you can duplicate. Now, as far as our main rotations, if you're going to bring a friend leader as far as the Fusion Zamasu, basically, your first rotation is going to be Fusion Zamasu with, of course, the LR Rose and Zamasu here, just because they share good links together. They're both on the 200% leader skill. And really, these guys are also very tanky, and they also stack attack and defense, but it's not something that you're going to need really to depend on defense, because the event is actually pretty simple. So these guys are just really here for the linking, and also I guess for the free heal as well, but they also do pretty good damage if they actually stack up. Your second rotation, you can actually either bring here, of course, Fusion Zamasu or the friend one, and you can actually link them up with either the Int LR Cell, just because they share 3 links together. They share Big Bad Bosses, they share Fierce Battle and Legendary Power, and this Cell EZA can also actually do additional super attacks as well, and he's going to be here type advantage. Now, you can actually keep him on rotation, or you can float him, or you can actually have Zamasu, Fusion Zamasu, actually partner up with this Rose, right? Rose here is going to be type neutral, but what's actually pretty important is that this Rose paired up with Zamasu, they do share 4 links together, but what's more important is that this Rose is providing 50% support for attack and defense for Zamasu. So why is in slot 1 building up and also has a 50% chance to crit, and also going to do additional super attack? This Rose is actually providing here 50% support, plus as well the links here, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Dismal Future, and I think Nightmare as well, right? So Nightmare, let me just make sure here, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, I think Dismal Future, right? Yeah, there we go. So again, Rose is going to be like a good partner for Zamasu if you want to keep him on rotation. And then the other 2 characters are just going to be floaters. Because of the leader skill for Zamasu for 150 across the board for Extreme Class, we can actually bring Garlic Jr., and Garlic Jr. is also part of Time Travelers. So it's going to be the weakness for Trunks. He's also really good here against super class enemies, but he is providing here 40% attack and defense to Extreme Class allies. Demon Goddess Toa, she's really here just to look pretty. She's really here just for the support because she also is a support type unit. But just in case your HP does fall below the 50%, then of course you can actually heal up with her passive, which will also provide an extra attack and defense by plus 50%. But it's very rare to actually see it. So, but again, she's just really here for support, and of course she has type advantage, and she's also part of the category. So that's probably going to be the #1 team to go against this if you're going to bring another friendly Zamasu. So this is my opinion as far as one of the top 5 best teams to actually beat the event. So that's team #1. Team #2, we actually have here the return of the Dragon Ball Heroes. Now you can actually run a friend Zamasu as well if you wanted to. If you can't find any other friends who have Hearts as their leader. And the reason why is because Hearts is going to be another 200% leader skill for Dragon Ball Heroes or Time Travelers. And if you're part of the crossover category, then you actually get the extra boost of 30%. But Hearts is actually going to be pretty good here. He has guard, and he's also going to be a support type unit for Extreme Class. As you'll see here, he does provide your Extreme Class allies key +1, attack and defense plus 30%. And then if you're part of the crossover category, he provides you an extra 20%. So Hearts is going to be pretty good for the first 5 turns, which should be plenty enough for this type of event. And of course, you can also bring a Fusion Zamasu as a friendly because he's also part of time travel, so he is getting the 170 from Hearts. And while Fusion Zamasu is providing 150 for the other characters. Now, as far as your main rotations, you definitely want to have the Zamasu with the Sealess. The reason why is because they share big bad bosses. Sealess also here has a 50% chance to dodge, which is pretty good. And basically, he's going to be here type neutral. But this Sealess is actually pretty good. And your second rotation, if you're running a double Hearts, is that you also want to have Hearts with, of course, Garlic Jr. Again, Garlic Jr. is a character that links very well with him because he shares big bad bosses, fierce battle. And really, you just want a character that has BBB just because, again, it's free stats for your character. So that's going to be your main rotation. And the rest of the characters that you see here, which we have here, Robelu. She's here because she can show you the super attack, but also she has a 50% chance to dodge. We already talked about Demon Goddess Toa. She can heal, she can support. And then Super Fu is just here to basically fill the gap. He doesn't really link well with the other characters that have BBB because he doesn't have it, but he can do some good damage. And again, he also has here a 50% chance to dodge since we have a full since we have a full Time Travelers team with him, right? So he's gonna have that good chance to dodge here. But your second rotation again is gonna be here Hearts with Garlic Jr. And if you have a friend Hearts, then you want to have Hearts with, of course, Sealess. If you want to bring Zamasu, Fusion Zamasu to tech LR1, which is completely fine, then you want to have him paired up either with any character that has BBB, so either Sealess, Hearts, or even Garlic Jr. So that's gonna be team #2 as far as a 200% leader skill. Team #3, we're gonna go here to the 180. So if you're someone that's kind of low, you could actually run here a team of 180, right? So this is gonna be here with Int LR Cell. So Int LR Cell is gonna be 180 for the Android / Cell Saga, and then he's gonna be an extreme type, key +3, and then HP attack and defense 130 across the board for extreme class Int. So characters like this Zamasu and Rose are gonna be pretty good still because they can still hit pretty hard. But they're only getting 130, but we decided to actually bring them on this team here just because they have type advantage and they link up pretty well together here as well. So as far as your main rotations, you do have to run a double Int LR Cell just because Fusion Zamasu is not part of Cell's leader skill, so that's one thing you got to be very careful about. So using Cell as a leader, your main rotation of course is going to be here with the whatchamacallit here, with the Cell Juniors and the LR Physical Cell, just because they share, I believe, 6 out of 7 links together, and they have here basically they're part of the category of Time Travelers, and he can heal, and he can also potentially maybe double super, but he's really here just to link up really well for this EZA Cell, which can do a lot of damage to Trunks since he's going to be a tech type. Your second rotation either can be here, of course, Fusion Zamasu with Rose. Of course, you want to put Rose in slot #2 because he gets, of course, a lot more defense after he super attacks. And then we have our 2 support units. We have here the Cell Jr., who's supporting everyone, where the SCR Cell is only going to be supporting the cells because he only provides support to the Android/Cell Saga unit. So he's really here just to fill out the gap, but after he super attacks, he should be okay from the normals or even a super attack. But if you don't have a 200% leader skill, then you can definitely rock here a 180 or a double int Ease cell, and you can definitely get the job done for sure. And even if you have the friend floater, you can also put Cell in slot number 1 and then pair him up with the Zamasu here as well because they share 3 links together. So that's also a possibility. Or you can actually, does he have Kamehameha? He does. So you can actually even pair up with the Rose, where Rose would be in slot number 2 because they share 4 links together, right? They share Legendary Power, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and Kamehameha. So that's also a good option here for a slot 1 character if you want to run a cell in each rotation. So that's going to be here, what, team number 3? Alright, so now we're going to go down below if you don't have here a 180% team, or leader, sorry, right? So this one here is going to be a 170/150. Again, all depends what you have in your account here. So if you are going to be running here a whatchamacallit, a 170 lead, you could use here Bojack. Now Bojack is just really here to fill the gap. But as you guys can see here, we can bring characters like this LR Bojack. We can bring her Cell, we can bring Garlic Jr., and of course we can bring the Future Saga category units just because they're part of Time Travelers, right? Because Bojack is provided 170 across the board. If you, I mean, is it across the board or is it, let me just see here. Yeah, it is across the board for Space Traveling Warriors, and it's 150 if you're part of Time Traveler, sorry. So Bojack, you can use him as a floater, honestly, it doesn't really matter. But what you could do here as well is that the friend leader is that you can bring here a Fusion Zamasu because again, he's gonna be on the Time Traveler, leader skill. So your main rotations are actually gonna be here these two characters together. So the Fusion Zamasu either paired up with whatchamacallit here with Zamasu and Rose. And then your second rotation, you can either have the other Fusions of Zamasu paired up with Cell or LR Bojack because they share the exact same links, Fierce Battle, Big Bad Bosses, and Legendary Power. And then your main floaters are going to be here, of course, Garlic Jr. or even, of course, Bojack. Now, it just came to my attention here that we can maybe do one more better team than this, where we can maybe do here Worldwide Chaos. Let me see here. Worldwide Chaos is going to be somewhere on here. Did I miss Worldwide Chaos? It should be like somewhere here, though. It is right there. All right, Worldwide Chaos. We can actually run a double Zamasu. A 150 lead, of course, right? Because he's actually going to be here. Worldwide Chaos or Potara. So let's actually go ahead and bring you here. And let's actually go back here to Time Travelers. Which should be right about here. So we'll do a full match. So you can see now our options are looking pretty good. So we can definitely bring you here as well. Now what other character can we bring? We can bring Cell, we can bring you. And then we can also bring, I guess we can bring Zamasu because he is going to heal. But let's maybe bring Goku Black for the support. And then we can also maybe potentially bring, let's see here. What's another good card for support? I guess we'll go ahead and bring... No, we can't bring Rose because of the LR version. Now, if you don't have the LR version of Rose, you can definitely substitute for the SCR for the extra support. But we're going to go with Rose. And then one more character we can bring here is going to be... I guess we can bring Zamasu. But I don't want to bring Zamasu because he sucks. I guess we'll just bring you. Right? Because you have the free heal and you link up pretty well with the LR cell. So... yeah, we'll bring this team right here. So if you want, you could actually rock here a 150 lead with this Zamasu here as well. And then the friend lead, you bring the Tech LR version. Or if you want, you can bring another int one as well here. But this team should definitely work out. So that's going to be it for the team building guide. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know down below which team you guys are going to use. As far as my recommendation, I definitely feel like maybe this isn't be the best team running a double LR Tech Fusion Zamasu, and you have these characters with support, and we should be able to blitz the event. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos, come down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.